Um, so let's start with the case, lady,
All
lady
right.
Gabby.
Yes.
This ain't nothing to fool around with. You hear? There's
Yeah,
a
I hear you.
murderer out there.
Do you know the
Are you
victim?
listening to me?
I'm listening to
Hello?
you.
Are you there?
Yeah, I am
You're
here.
breaking up. I can't hear you.
Oh,
All right, I can hear you now.
all right.
Now listen to me, kid. This is a cold case, and we're getting it served dry. Are you ready?
Yes,
This ain't no game, kid. You understand?
I
Hello,
understand.
kid. Can you hear me?
Yes.
This ain't nothing to mess with, kid. There's a murderer out there, kid.
Do you know the
Kid, are you
victims?
listening to me, kid? There's a murderer out there, kid.
Yeah, I hear
Get
you.
your head together. Get off that whiskey. It's hard. It messes with your
Oh, I'm
brain.
sorry.
Don't
It
apologize,
makes me
kid.
feel better.
Don't say that. Cause you
Then
know what
just
makes
tell
me
me the
not feel
case.
better, kid?
What?
That there's a murderer out there, kid.
Just tell me the case.
It has me and your name on it, on a gravestone.
Tell me the
Get your
case.
head together, kid. Are you listening?
Tell me the case.
I like you, kid. You go straight to the point, kid. I like you. Kid,
Just tell me the case.
This ain't no laughing matter, kid. Right,
Tell me
kid?
the case.
Kid, open up your ears. I'm about to tell you. You listening, kid?
I'm listening.
Kid, you're playing me like a deck of cards, and I don't want to be shuffled with, alright?
Tell me the case.
Alright, kid, here's the case. There's a murderer out there. His name's Johnny Two Toes. They call him Two Toes because he cuts off two of the toes of the victims that he kills. You think you're ready for this?
Brutal.
You think you're ready?
I'm ready.
Kid, you listening, kid? This
Uh,
is the case. There's
I
a cold-blooded
am.
murderer out there. His name's Tiny Two Toes.
I heard you the first time.
You know what they do back then to kids like us, kid? We're like
What?
seeing ducks in here, kid. We can die.
Then let's
Kid,
get
are
on
you
the
listening
case.
to me, kid? Hey, this is the case. There's a cold-blooded
Yes.
murderer out there. His name's Tiny Two Tones. Tonsils.
Two tonsils?
Kid, are you listening? I said Tiny Two Toes.
You said tonsils.
Don't mess with me, kid.
I'm sorry, boss.
I'm not your boss, kid. I'm your detective, kid. Kid, are you listening?
Yes.
Alright, kid, we gotta go out there. But first, let me finish my drink. Nothing like a cold whiskey with rocks. Oh, yeah, that just gets me going. I'm ready to catch a murderer.
Okay. Where's this victim?
Once I can get him, I'm joking.
Do I need to call the police?
I need to
The
stop smoking.
ambulance?
My wife, she keeps nagging at me. She tells me every day, listen, you're always on those cigarettes, kid.
I'm sorry. It just helps with my cool image.
I'm not talking about you, kid.
Then who are you talking about?
I'm talking about my wife. She keeps nagging with me. She keeps yelling at me.
Then
She keeps telling me, listen, you gotta get a job. And I'm like, I don't got time for that, kid. And she's like, you need to
can we
stop
get on the
calling-"
case?
Listen, kid, there's a murderer out there. His name's Tiny Two Toes. You wanna know why they call him Tiny Two Toes?
Why did they call him Johnny Two Toes?
His name is, say it again.
Tell me about the case, please.
His name's Tiny Two Tones. He cuts off toes of tonsils. He's a buffalo. He's a wild case. He goes after anyone who wears red. I see you're wearing a red dress. You might want to take that off.
I'm sorry, I can't take this off.
What's wrong with you, kid?
I don't have clothes underneath this.
1 second, kid. I just had to hit that ball of Jack. You want some?
No thanks. I don't drink.
You're gonna make me drink alone, kid?
I guess so.
I bought 2 shot glasses, though. One
More
has
for
a-
yourself.
Nothing like a whiskey on the rocks at a cold midnight. Catching murderers.
That looks like water.
It's vodka.
Is that water?
No, his name's Tiny Two Toes.
looks like
and
water.
He cuts off toes of victims. Alright, kid. You ready to
Thanks.
get on this case?
I've been ready.
Alright, let me get the papers. Alright, here's the papers. You ready, kid?
I'm ready.
Let me shuffle through these papers. Okay, here's his name. He goes by the Alliance. This book says his name is Tiny Two Toes. He cuts off toes of victims when he kills them. Are you ready to get on this case?
I'm ready.
Alright, let me shuffle
Sir.
through these papers. Alright, so last November he killed his wife. Maria two fingers.
Why do they call her Two Fingers?
That's not what we're trying to learn about here. We're trying to learn about Tiny Tonsils, Two Toes.
Okay
Get
then.
your head in the game, kid.
Can we get on the case?
This
Can
isn't
we
a
get on
joke.
the case?
This isn't a joke, kid.
Can we get on the case?
I understand you're a new recruit here, kid, but this is serious business, and I hope you're ready.
I'm pretty much ready.
Did I give you your papers?
Yes, you did. They're right here.
Alright, what do they say?
They say it's a case.
Alright, let me cut it clean.
Bleh.
I'm Tiny Two Toes.
What?
I've been working this con this whole time.
Do I have to arrest you or something?
Let me see your toes.
I don't think that that's a good idea.
You failed the test, kid. You're supposed to book me. You're supposed to put me in the slammer. I wasn't Tiny Two Toes. How'd you get in this recruitment?
I'm just
1 second, kid.
a
Let me
12
take this head of Jack.
I'm a 12-year-old. I snuck in here.
Shit, nothing like a hard bottle of Jack in the middle of the night. Darling, your eyes.
Should I call the cops on?
They sprinkle like midnight stars.
I'm 12. Stop flirting with me.
They're like cupcake confetti.
Can you please?
Alright, kid, you ready to get on this case?
But you just said you're the murderer.
What gives you the right to call me that?
You said you are the murderer.
Kid, there's a kid out there murdering other kids, taking their toes. And you're gonna stand around here and play around, kid?
Yes, I'm not a detective.
Kid, I'm not like poker, alright? You can't deal with this. You have to learn how to deal with this hard arrangement that we're going through right now. Baby, your
Okay.
lips are sweet like sugar. There's bees.
Get out of here.
Buzz.
Get out.
Hey, there he is. He's right there. He's running. What are you doing?
That's the janitor.
That's
that's
what
the
are you
janitor.
talking about?
That's the janitor.
You failed the
I've been here
test.
before.
You're supposed to be on alert. And you call yourself
But he's
a
the
detective?
janitor.
Listen to me, lady.
I'm not a
Gabby.
detective. I'm not a
You're
detective. I wasn't hired to begin with.
The murderer, he has duct tape and he goes around and he He tapes his victims
But
and he
you-
cuts off their toes.
You just pulled out duct tape, though.
What are you talking about?
You
Oh,
have
got
it
some nice toes.
right there. I'm gonna have to call the cops.
And
on
see, he
you.
uses the same murder knife that looks exactly like this. And he cuts off
I'm gonna have
toes.
to call.
He has
someone.
a scar on his face on his right cheek like me.
I'm gonna have to get out my phone and call someone.
It's the 1920s. We don't have phones.
Yes, we do.
What are phones? His name is
Phones are.
Tony like me, and he cuts off toes. You getting
I'm
the
gonna-
big picture, kid? You're a Hollywood star.
I see.
Look at the big picture.
I'm a Hollywood star.
Listen, kid. We don't got enough time in our sand glass, and he ain't selling sand. We have to get on this case.
Are you high, sir?
I'm high on the case.
But you're the murderer.